Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
Jerome Harrison led many fantasy teams to fantasy championships if they actually had him in their starting lineups there at the end of the season, as he went off and had some big days against obviously the Kansas City Chiefs, and then he came back and had a big day against the Raiders, and if you do happen to play Week 17, he had another really nice day against the Jaguars there. Harrison, you would think that coming into this offseason he would be the clear-cut number one running back on the team, but that's not exactly the case. Really here in May, Montario Hardesty, their second-round pick, is really coming on well. He's a strong running back, big guy, but he can still, make some good plays coming out of Tennessee there. With Harrison, he's actually come back into OTs just recently here at the end of May, and that's a good thing that he has because Hardesty is, right now the team likes him. They like the direction that he's heading in, and maybe he's not going to start right away, but it looks like we do have a running back by committee here, and we'll have to see. I still think that Harrison's going to take the starting job because of all the success that he had at the end of last season. The guy really did make a big case to helping Eric Mangini keep his job, and you would think that maybe there's some loyalty there, although Mangini doesn't seem to be the type to be all that loyal, and maybe that's the problem with him. So for Harrison, he's a guy that right now I've still got him around the top 20, but if Hardesty continues to threaten for touches and he continues to have success as we're going through the preseason here, and if we do hear something from the coaching staff saying that, right now we like both of these guys and they're both going to run and this and that, then Harrison's a guy that's probably going to start dropping in value as we get into these drafts. As drafts go deeper, we'll probably start to see Harrison be a name that may slide down some rounds, even though there are certain people, again, he did help out in fantasy championships. With Harrison, he's a guy that he can be explosive. We saw that. He's got good hands. He can definitely catch the ball. This is a guy that there's a lot of guys that you can ride for a really nice end of the season, and that's about as much as they ever really did in their career fantasy-wise. I think Harrison's a guy that's going to help the Cleveland Browns out all year, but I just don't know if there's going to be enough fantasy value there for him to be an every week starter, especially when they play teams maybe like the Steelers and the Ravens. So keep these type of things in mind. I think Harrison, come back to fantasy-info.com, the website. Go look at Jerome Harrison's player page in the players section of our site to see all the latest update articles and information that we have on him, because this is a guy that you're going to want to pay attention to and what's going on with him once we get into August and you're getting closer to your draft.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy